Evening, everybody, and welcome to the home of the Rattlers. We are at San Marcos High School, and I'm Gary Dushek as we get ready for Game 1 of the best 2 out of 3 Class 2A regional quarterfinal matchup between the Flatonia Bulldogs and the Kenedy Lions. And good evening once again, as this is Game 1. Game 2 will be tomorrow night, and Game 3, if necessary, Saturday afternoon here in San Marcos. This is a 6A complex, so we got a good-sized ballpark. It is 390 to center and 330 down the lines here. And I guess they got smart. They don't paint the numbers on the straightaway center. It's 390, but full turf field. So if there's any weather issues, and they're talking about maybe tomorrow, that it should not be an issue here. So glad you're with us tonight. It's a lot of maroon tonight. It's Kenedy and both Flatonia with maroon as they're one of their main colors, and the Lions and the Bulldogs meeting again. They've done this once or twice before in the baseball playoffs. Kenedy was the District 31 2A champion, and they have won playoff rounds over Agua Dulce, won that one in 3 games, lost the first one 3-2, and came back to win 24-3 and 5-4. And last week they took on Kenedy, and that went 3 games as well, as the scores there were 7-1, 4-3, and 7-1. And the one win for the Indians was Game 1 at 7-1. Flatonia, the runner-up in District 29 2A, behind number 1 ranked Shiner. Flatonia wins over Brackett in straight ball games, 9-2 and 11-1. And then last week, won 2 straight over Freer, 5-0 and 11-2. So that's how we got to this point. The winner of this series gets the winner of Johnson City and Burton. And that series, from what I understand, I think starts tomorrow. We are again in the regional quarterfinals for Region 4. And the other 4 teams that are still left down in the bottom part of the bracket, Mumford against Harper, and Weimer and Shiner. And Weimer and Shiner play Game 1 tonight at Rice Consolidated, and that game will be starting here at 7 o'clock like ours will be. All right, we'll have more for you from San Marcos at our pregame right after this.
Holub Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit holubrealestate.com.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank offering traditional banking that's here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations so that they can build a better community together. So come join them in supporting the local youth at tonight's game. Please visit them in person or online at fnbshiner.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Balcones Minerals has been keeping surfaces dry, clean, and safe since 1961 with high quality, environmentally safe, absorbent clay products and minerals. They also offer competitive pricing and convenient packaging on orders. They're located at 323 Balcones Lane in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3544 with any questions. Balcones Minerals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Welcome back to San Marcos. The starting pitcher tonight for Flatonia will be Dayton Cliff. And again, Flatonia will be the home team tonight in Game 1 as our 4-man umpiring crew making its way onto the field now. For the season, Cliff has an ERA of 2.58, a 5-1 record. And he's got some pretty decent statistics to go along with that as far as strikeouts and everything else to go along with that. The last time I saw Cliff pitch, that was against Shiner in that ball game over there in Flatonia, where he pitched really a good game, and that was the game that Flatonia lost that night 2-1. All right, the umpires and the coaches, and again, Flatonia is the home team tonight in the first base dugout. Cliff has thrown 43 in the third innings. He's given up 16 earned runs with 22 walks and 77 strikeouts for the season. And also, while we're here at San Marcos High School, which is on Highway 123, as if you were going from San Marcos to Seguin, it's actually faster to go to Seguin to get over here than it is to go to Luling and come in from the other direction. They have their spring football game going on behind us, and I'll bet you right now there's more people here watching this baseball game than watching that 6A spring football game. Baseball coach from San Marcos going over the ground rules with everybody here. This is, again, at the full turf field. The pitcher's mound does have dirt, which is something we didn't see last night at Navasota when Round Top and Fayetteville played. And there's quite a bit of foul territory up and down the lines and even behind home plate also. And there's no padding behind home plate, so the ball goes by the catcher. It hits the cyclone fence. And there is a spot where it looked like it could roll underneath it and if it hit it just right. Game 2 of the series is tomorrow night. It is scheduled for 7 o'clock back here at San Marcos. And if we need Game 3, it'll be back here on Saturday. And that's scheduled to be at 2 o'clock, which will be plenty warm at that time of the day here. Hopefully we'll get some updates on the Weimar-Shiner baseball game as that one moves along. They're fixing to start just like we are. All right, let's run through the starting lineups. Kenedy, again, the visiting team. They lead off with their center fielder, Daniel Pena. Hitting second at shortstop is Carson Reyes. The number 3 batter is the left fielder, David Salas. Batting fourth at third base is Rylan Reyna. Hitting fifth will be the first baseman, Owen Garcia. Hitting sixth is the catcher, Raylan Barnes. And batting seventh will be their pitcher, L.J. Berrientos. Batting eighth, the right fielder, Hayden Castillo. And batting ninth is the designated hitter, Raiden Rayner. The second baseman who Rayner is hitting for is Ryder Hartsfield.
Center fielder, Daniel Pena.
All right, for Flatonia tonight,
shortstop, Carson Reyes.
Wearing the complete white uniforms tonight with the maroon trim and black. They lead off with their catcher. It'll be Beck Zimmerman. Batting second in center field is Titan Targach. Dayton Cliff will pitch and bat third. Camden Bolza, the first baseman, bats fourth. Hitting fifth is the third baseman, Reese Ramirez. Kale Janechka bats sixth, and he's playing at shortstop. Uriel Manzano bats seventh in left field. Hitting eighth will be the designated hitter, Henry Vincic. And batting ninth will be the right fielder, Keyshawn Green. Second baseman tonight for Flatonia is Luke Law. So Zimmerman, Targach, and Cliff, Boza, Ramirez, and Janechka, followed by Manzano, Vincic, and Green for Flatonia. Again, the batting order for Kenedy, Pena, Reyes, and Salas, Reyna, Garcia, Barnes, and Barrientos, Castillo, and Reyna. And the Lions are wearing gray pants with maroon jerseys, gray sleeves with maroon lettering and numbers outlined in white. Now they're introducing the Bulldogs. Again, they are the home team for
number 10, center
this game this evening. Very little breeze here. Slight breeze out of the south, but shouldn't have any bearing on anything. And again, a big ballpark, which the outfitters will have to deal with, much bigger than, we have some big parks down where we are, but we don't have anything that's 390 down the line and down the center and straightaway center, and 330 or a little bit more than that down the line. Tony folks sitting behind me are on the first base side, looking straight down the third base line here this evening as they continue to introduce the rest of the Bulldogs roster. And while we got a minute, I will tell you who
Number
the remainder
12,
of their players are.
Henry Vincent.
The reserves for Flatonia include Blake Kessler,
Number 8,
Raymond
second
Toro,
base,
Rambo
Luke Law.
Ramirez, Trip Bowling, Aaron Matura, Diego Ramirez,
And number 1, right field, Keyshawn
Quade
Green.
Gillum, and Rayleigh Nieto.
And the rest of the Flatonia Bulldogs.
All righty, we'll take a break. First pitch of our ball game is coming up. We'll be back here in about 2.5 minutes.
Since 1959, J-Bar Beef Foods has stood for the very best in quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations, with 2 production plants in Welder and Weimar. To learn more, visit their website at jbfoods.com. That's J-Bar Beef Foods, family-owned and operated by the Janechka family. J-Bar Beef Foods is a proud sponsor of this broadcast, and send best of luck wishes to the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team, and a special recognition to number 4, Kale Janechka.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. Jamie Micklick here with Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. The Ronnie Beck family has been in business for over 40 years, and we just want to say thank you for your continued support in business. Flatonia Livestock is located at 1500 Highway 90 East in Flatonia, and our sale is on Monday starting at 12 noon. If you have any questions about livestock or hauling your livestock, you can give Ron Beck Jr. a call at 361-772-4806 or Ronnie Beck at 979-561-6170. And a big shout out to number 2, Beck Zimmerman.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikulinka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikulinka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team. Good luck in tonight's game.
One size does not fit all, and that's especially true when it comes to your internet service. At Colorado Valley Communications, we realize all households are unique. With multiple devices, users, and ever-demanding activities like gaming or streaming, trying to figure out just how much bandwidth you need can seem overwhelming. Let CVC-TX help match the perfect plan for you, your family, and most importantly, your budget. Find the speed you need by visiting cvctx.com today. Colorado Valley Communications, where the right connections matter.
Show your Bulldog and Lady Bulldog support with school spirit caps, shirts, cups, and more from Texas Print House in Flatonia. Texas Print House can make that happen. They offer custom services such as screen printing, heat press vinyl, embroidery, and laser engraving. Locally owned and operated by Marcus and Kim Mecha. Call Texas Print House at 361-865-3369 or visit their Facebook page. That's Texas Print House in Flatonia, a sponsor of this broadcast. Go Bulldogs.
All righty, Dayton Cliff is taking the mound for the Bulldogs here. We're about ready to get our ball game underway. Beck Zimmerman behind the plate. Camden Bozo at first. Luke Law at second. Reese Ramirez is at third. Kale Janechka at shortstop. Uriel Manzano in left field. Center field, Titan Targott, and the right fielder, Keyshawn Green. Of course, the head coach for Flatonia is Rodney Strick. He's assisted by Mark Meagle and Brent Mashek. And again, a lot of maroon in the stands here with these two schools. Their prime color, maroon. All righty, about ready to go.
Leading off for the Lions, number 4, Daniel.
Kennedy's jerseys have Lions written across the front with a big K on the back above the number where you would normally could put a name, but they have the Kenedy, the K, on the back of the jerseys. And we're about ready as Cliff checks his defense around him. Tall mound here at San Marcos. Left-handed hitter steps in, and Daniel Pena, and the first pitch of the breaking ball bounces in there for ball. Here's Ramirez playing up a little close, not overly. And there's another one bounces in there, and Cliff dealing with trying to get used to this mound. It's 2 balls, no strikes. You're almost throwing downhill as tall as the mound is. Pena squares around, and there's a fastball there called strike, and 2 balls and a strike. Reyes and Salas will follow. We just started. 2-1. Fastball is fouled out of play. That'll be off third base side into the softball field, which is on that side of this complex. Not what I would call fan-friendly to walk to the parking lot, because one parking lot kind of covers everything. All right, 2-2 pitch coming to Pena. Fastball is fouled straight back again. And the count stays at 2-2. Titan Targach has shifted over a little bit toward left center with this left-handed hitter. Our time call as the plate umpire grants the hitter time. All right, Cliff ready to go here. 2-2 to the leadoff man, Daniel Pena. And the pitch. Fastball is hit on the ground slowly toward Janetska. He's up with it. Low throw, but a nice pick at first base on the short out by Camden Bozo. And there's one away.
It's a throw-out.
So one gone.
Over the Bulldogs. Except for the Lions, number 3.
Schulenberg's not playing tonight. Carson Reyes, the shortstop, is here. Deborah Viviala. Who are you taking pictures for? Flatonia de Argus. Okay. All right, Carson Reyes, the shortstop, a little right-hand batter, squashed down like he wants to bunt. Now he gets back in the normal stance, and the pitch in and swinging a foul straight back for strike 1. Of course, when he did square around, Ramirez came charging at third. Kennedy's got a unique lineup, some relatively small guys and some big guys. And Flatonia's like that too, I guess. There's a pitch that breaks low and outside from Cliff, and it's a ball and a strike. All right, Cliff ready, the 1-1. Swing and a miss, good breaking ball there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Had him way out in front. David Salas, their left fielder, is on deck. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Curveball is hit in the air toward right. Should be easy for Green coming on right there, and there are 2 outs. So 2 up and 2 down for the Lions here in the first.
Out in right field. Up for the Lions.
And here is David Salas, their left fielder. Left-handed hitter. Green in right field, moving back a little bit now for this left-handed hitter. Number 3 man in the order. 2 of their better hitters here, Salas and Reyna, the next 2. Pitch from Cliff, fastball right there at the knee, strike call. All right, Cliff put the sign from Zimmerman, the 0-1. Curveball is swung on. He got around on that one really early and hit it off the end of the bat, and it's 0-2. Two up and 2 down here for the Lions in the first. Targach shaded toward left center for this left-handed hitter. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Takes the high fastball, strike 3. And a good start for Dayton Cliff. 3 up and 3 down, including a strikeout. And we have played a half an inning here in San Marcos. The Lions, nothing. The Bulldogs are coming up. We'll be right back.
Hey, it's Natalie again with Oviedo Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We know the economy has been wild, but this month we've got some great deals we think you're going to like. For the month of May, we are offering 10% off MSRP on 22 and 23 Dodge Ram light-duty trucks. And if that's not what you had in mind, how about 2.9% interest rates for 72 months on new 2023 Dodge Ram 1500 Laramies and Lone Stars? Visit our website at oviedododge.com to see a full list of our inventory. Oviedo, where we treat everyone like family. See y'all soon. Offers cannot be combined and are for eligible customers.
The Flatonia Family Health Center improves lives through health and wellness programs. The clinic offers quality care in a professional, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person appointments are available. To make an appointment, you can call 361-865-3302. The clinic is located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is backing the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop.
Now we go to the bottom of the first inning. On the mound for Kenedy is a tall right-hander, L.J. Barrientos. His catcher is Waylon Barnes. The first baseman is Owen Garcia. Ryder Hartsfield plays second. Rylan Reyna is at third, and Carson Reyes at short. The outfield has David Salas in left, Daniel Pena in center, and Aiden Castillo is the right fielder. First three hitters for the Bulldogs will be Zimmerman, Targach, and Cliff. Kind of a hazy evening here in San Marcos.
Leading off for the Bulldogs.
All right, Beck Zimmerman starts it off. He's hitting .452. Driven in 22, 12 doubles, 4 triples. 38 hits, that leads the team. Left-handed hitter steps in against the right-hander, L.J. Barrientos. And the first pitch is a high-hanging curveball that misses for ball one. And Barrientos is ready in the pitch. Another pitch is sails high and away for ball, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. All right, the 2-0. Another pitch is upstairs for ball. That's 3-0, and all 3 pitches have been high. Targach and Cliff again, first 3 hitters in the order here for Flatonia. Their center fielder, Daniel Pena, playing way around the pull toward right center. The 3-0, there's a fastball in there for a strike. There is a lot of room in center field. Hit line drive over that second base umpire, it would roll a while. And there's a lot of ground to cover in the outfield for these outfielders. 3-1. That bounced out in front of the plate for ball, and it bounces off the catcher back to the screen. Zimmerman hustles down the first baseline, took a big turn, and decided not to go, and that's probably a wise idea. And it's a runner on with nobody out for Flatonia. As the catcher, Barnes, hustled over here to the near side to run it down. So the leadoff man is on for Flatonia for Titan Targach. Another left-handed batter.
Bulldogs, number 10, Titan Targach.
He's only hitting .448. 24 runs batted in, 2 homers, 6 triples, 3 doubles. 24 hits on the year. And Barnes going out to talk to his pitcher after the first hitter. Weimer and Shiner, no score after the first inning. At Rice Consolidated. That's the first game of that baseball series. The winner of this series plays Burton or Johnson City. All right, Targott steps in. Another left-handed hitter, open stance. Zimmerman at first with nobody out. Stretching the pitch, breaking ball, strike call at the bell. Center fielder Pena plays a pretty deep center. The left fielder, Salas, is shaded around toward left center, so if he would slice one down the left field line, there's a lot of room down there. Pitch from Barrientos, curveball bounces in, a good stop there by Barnes, and it's a ball and a strike. Here in the bottom of the first. Mark Meagle, the third base coach, sporting a batting helmet down there tonight. I don't remember him ever wearing one of those. Maybe, but I just don't remember it. Pitch into Targott, swings through one right below the letters, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Reina playing well off the bag at third, shading a little bit towards short almost. Stretching to 1-2, curveball, swing and a miss, strike 3, and Targott's down on strike. So 1 gone here in the home half of the first, and here's Dayton Cliff. Cliff hitting .452, 34 RBIs, 3 homers, 28 hits. Right-handed batter with a runner on and 1 out. Barrientos stretches. There goes Zimmerman. The pitch is outside. The throw by Barnes late. Stolen base. Throw bounced into the shortstop, Carson Reyes. So a runner in scoring position for Flatonia now. And we get our first meeting on the mound between all the infielders, and we're still in the first inning. Rylan Rayner, the third baseman, is by far their biggest player, and he's supposed to be their best pitcher. All right, meeting is over. Cliff, number 3 hitter in the order, steps up. Bulldogs trying to get on the board here in the bottom of the first. Zimmerman down at second with 1 out. And Barrientos out of the stretch. Hartsfield, the second baseman, cheating over, trying to keep Zimmerman close. Now the shortstop pops in there, and the pitch comes to the plate. Outside corner fastball for a called strike. And Barrientos checks the run of the pitch of the grounder, slowly hit towards short. Reyes is going to have to hurry, and he gets it there in first for the out, and on the ground ball, Zimmerman goes to third. Reyes handled that one pretty cleanly. So 2 gone. And see if Camden Bozel can get the run in from third base.
Number 7, Camden Bozel.
389 for the year. 21 hits, 20 RBIs. Another left-handed batter. 3 out of the first 4 hitters for Flatonia hit from the left side. Barrientos will now go out of the up and takes the fastball, sails up and out for ball 1. LJ Barrientos, the pitcher. No, he's ready in the wind up to Bozel. Another fastball sails outside, and it's 2 balls, no strike. Crowds the plate. Feet spread apart pretty good. The pitch in. That catches the inside corner with a fastball under his hands, and it's 2-1. Zimmerman coming down the line, 2-1. Pitch into Bozo. just missed the inside corner with a breaking ball. 3-1. Plate umpire had a good long look at that one. All right, 3-1. You got Reese Ramirez on deck. The windup and the pitch. Fastball is wide for ball. Good eye by Bozo and some close pitches. And the inning stays alive as Bozo draws the base on ball. Second walk of the inning for Barrientos. And here is Reese Ramirez, the third baseman. 400 hitter. 19 RBIs. 20 hits on the year. Very good linebacker. Made a lot of tackles. Big, strong hitter here now with first and third with 2 outs. Stretch from Barrientos, and it's a swing and a foul out of play. Right straight back for strike one. All right, Bozo at first. Not the fastest guy on the team with the runner at third. 2 outs. I don't know if they might send him here or not. Barrientos stretches in the pitch. Fastball is too high. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And Barrientos checks the runner at first. The pitch, swing, and a foul. Got a little piece of it. Popped in and out of the mid of Barnes, the catcher, and it's now a ball and 2 strikes here to Reese Ramirez. Barrientos trying to pitch around 2 walks here in the bottom of the first. Bulldogs trying to take advantage of it. 1-2 count. Stretching pitch, Bozo goes. The pitch is yanked foul. He got around on that one and pulled it way foul down the left field line. Got a hanger there. Too early on the swing. So back to first is Bozo. All right, 1-2 here to Reese Ramirez. Barrientos ready. Bozo goes again. A breaking ball in the dirt. They throw through. Stolen base as Zimmerman held on at third base. And Flatonia now with runners at second and third. Now Ramirez with a chance now. It could drive in 2 here with a hit. And Barrientos out of the windup. That pitch is hit high in the air to center. Coming on quickly is Pena, the center fielder. He's there. And Kenedy escapes trouble here in the bottom of the first, working around a couple of walks. No runs, no hits, no errors, and 2 left. 1 inning in the books in this best-of-3 series. No score. More on KBUK after this.
Fayette Savings Bank is proud to help make this broadcast possible. We strongly support our teams in LaGrange, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimar, as these are the towns we have banks in. And we're equally proud to support our schools further through our school debit card program. Get your card today, and a percentage of each transaction you make will go back to the school on your card. Fayette Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
For over 60 years, a trusted name for high-caliber paving and seal coating work has been J&P Farick Paving in Flatonia. They're knowledgeable in road construction and maintenance, parking lots and driveways. Give Kirby a call at 361-772-0054 for a free estimate. That's 361-772-0054. You can drive all over their work and not have to worry. J&P Farick Paving. They're big fans of the Flatonia Bulldogs, wishing them good luck in tonight's game.
It's tax season, and David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service is ready to help you with your taxes, accounting, and payroll. David Urban Bookkeeping stays well informed of all the new tax laws and changes that may affect you or your business. Call David at the Flatonia office at 361-865-2301 or in Shiner at 361-594-8160. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service says, go Bulldogs.
All right, go to the top of the second inning. Scoreless ball game early on here. Kenedy will send up Reyna, Garcia, and Barnes. And Dayton Cliff concludes his warm-up pitches at an easy 3-up-and-3 down inning in the first. Now he faces the middle of the order.
Second, number 20,
Rylan Reyna, the third baseman, steps up. Good-sized kid here in the cleanup spot. He is, from what we hear, is their number one pitcher that will pitch tomorrow. As Cliff gets on the rubber, ready to go here to start the second inning. The windup and the pitch in to Reyna. Fastball sails high and away for ball one. Manzano fairly straight away left field. All right, the 1-0. Fastball is in there for a strike call, and it's 1-1. All right, Cliff ready, the 1-1 pitch. That fastball is dismisses up and away. Reyna thought about it and checked his swing. It's 2 balls and 1 strike. Another fastball is high, and it's 3-1 now to Rylan Reyna with Owen Garcia on deck. All right, 3-1 pitch coming. Cliff ready to go. Cliff swing and a miss. Got the fastball by him there, and it's 3-2. All right, the payoff pitch coming up here, 3-2 to Reyna. Fastball is laid off for ball 4, up too high. And there's the first base runner of the night for Kenedy. So Rayner down the first.
Number 19, Owen Garcia.
Owen Garcia, the first baseman, a lefty, coming up to the plate now. Even the high school kids are wearing the cooking gloves now for sliding purposes. The hot pot holders. All right, Cliff out of the stretch. The pitch to the plate is a bouncer, slowly hit towards second base. Law is up, but he's only got the one plate at first. Boza will fire one behind the runner as Reyna rounded second base, but not very far. But so they get the out, and there's a runner in scoring position now for Kenedy. The ball is hit too slow to second. They didn't even think about a force play there.
That brings up number 1.
All right, here is Waylon Barnes, the catcher. Right-hand batter. All right, Cliff out of the stretch, protect the runner behind him. Yanechka trying to keep him close. The pitch comes to the plate, and it's high and outside with the fastball. All right. Zimmerman with the sign. Cliff checks the runner now. We got time called at the plate. All right. There's a stretch and pitch into the call strike. And Barnes falls now even up at 1 ball, 1 strike. Raina doing a lot of dancing off of second. Got there by way of the walk and a ground ball to second base. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Grounder, third base, right at Ramirez. He's up with it over the first after he checks the runner, and there are 2 outs. Good play there by Race Ramirez. Moves a little bit to his left, which was right toward the second base bag, so he could see what Raina was doing all along. And then he fires it across the first for the second out. So 2 gone for L.J. Barrientos, the pitcher. And the right-hand batter. All right, Raina still dancing off of second base. Cliff checks him, and he makes the pitch to the plate. Fastball down just a little bit for ball. Close pitch there. All right, the 1-0. Fastball is swung on and fouled back to the screen, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. To L.J. Barrientos. He's the number 7 batter. Top of the second, no score. Lions have a runner at second base. All right, Cliff ready. Stretching pitch. Strike 3 call. Strike 2 call. Right as a belt with a fastball. You got to have 3 to strike him out, not 2. All right, 1-2 now to L.J. Barrientos. All right, Cliff checks Raina behind him. The 1-2 pitch. There's a curveball. Strike 3 call. There it is. That was just a strike ahead. Good looking pitch there on the breaking pitch. And that does it here for Kenedy in the top of the second inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A runner left at second. Bottom of the second coming up. Flatonia nothing. Kenedy nothing. We'll be back right after this.
Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
Well, as my daddy always said, they ain't making any more land. So if you're looking to buy some land or to sell some, then there's only one way to go. South Central Real Estate. Experts in the South Central Texas area, including Colorado, Fayette, Lavaca, and Gonzales counties. South Central Real Estate. Call them 361-865-2563. Or online at sctxsales.com.
Call Tanya and Joe Schindler at 979-743-1737.
S&S Grain Incorporated at 202 South Ferris in Flatonia is a local company that's owned and operated by the Chakra family for over 50 years. Their business is moving grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a big supporter of Flatonia ISD athletics, and former Bulldog pitcher himself, Richard Schockrell, supports the Flatonia Bulldog baseball team, wishing them good luck in today's game, and they're happy to be a part of the broadcast.
Bottom of the second. Welcome back to San Marcos. No score as the Bulldogs come up to bat with Janechka, Manzano, and Vincic facing L.J. Barrientos. Score in the Weimar-Shiner baseball game, 0-0 after 2 innings over at Rice. We are now here in the bottom of the second. Flatonia had a couple of base runners in the first with a couple of walks, but couldn't do anything with it. Janechko steps in, the shortstop, 314 for the year, 25 runs batted in. Another right-hand batter. Rainer, the third baseman, creeping in a little bit. Breaking ball bounces out in front of the plate. That was about a 57-footer there, and it's ball 1. All right, the 1-0 count now. Janeski laid off the low fastball for ball. Barnes, the catcher, tried to lift it up to frame it, but it was down, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. Two-0. Swinging a hot pop-up up to third base side. Foul territory. Reyna, the third baseman, will make the play between the foul line and the third base coach's box, and there is 1 out.
Reyna with the catch.
No, that'll get up Uriel Manzano, the left fielder.
Up to bat for the Bulldogs, number 11, Uriel
Manzano, 196 on the year. He's a sophomore. 12 RBIs, has 1 homer. Strong right-handed batter. Outfielder straight away for him. Arientes pitches, bounces in again for ball. Kenedy 1, District 31, 2A. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Manzano. Swings at an off-speed pitch and a little bit out in front of that one for strike, and it's 1-1. Flatonia, the runner-up in 29, 2A behind Shiner. All right, 1-1. That hanging curveball there didn't for ball, and it's 2-1. Last week, Kenedy beat the number 3 team in 29, 2A Ganado. That took them 3 games for that. All right, 2-1. Fastball is hit sharply, but outside the bag at third, foul, and it's 2-2. All right, Manzano back in the box, out in front of the plate. Barrientos ready with the 2-2 pitch. Fastball is upstairs. Manzano laid off. They asked for help on the check swing, and the first base umpire said he didn't swing, and it's now a 3-2 count. Henry Vincic is on deck. He's the DH. Manzano with a 3-2 count with 1 out. Fastball is hit sharply to short. Reyes is up with it. Long throw, on target, and there's 2 outs. Well, so far, defensively, everybody has made every play so far. And here is Henry Vincic, the DH.
Up to bat,
batting 8.
Number 12, Henry.
Southmore at 264 for the season. 14 RBIs for him. With 2 away here in the bottom of the second. All right, Barrientos ready to go in the pitch to Vincic. Chopper totally hit toward third. Reyna is charging. He's going to have to hurry. And the throw on time and accurate, and that retires the side. Good play there by Rylan Reyna against Vincic, who is more not the fastest guy on the team, and he's 3 up and 3 down. That's both pitchers doing well here in this one. We played 2 innings, no score in game 1. We'll have more for you from San Marcos right after this.
Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg treats each customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those expectations. At Chuck Brown Ford, their reputation is your guarantee. They're located at 315 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road. The showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Chuck Brown Ford is happy to be a part of this broadcast.
Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop in Flatonia. They have flowers for all occasions, and they deliver in Flatonia, Schulenburg, LaGrange, Smithville, Moulton, and Shiner. Located at 625 North LaGrange Street in Flatonia. So remember Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop for beautiful flower arrangements for all occasions, and same-day delivery if ordered by noon. Call 361-865-2323. A proud sponsor of this broadcast. Holub Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit holubrealestate.com.
All right, go to the top of the third inning. Castillo, Reyna, and Pena, the 8, 9, and 1 hitters for Kenedy, facing Dayton Cliff. And the first pitch to Castillo bounces out in front of the plate and by everybody back to the screen for ball 1. Aiden Castillo, their right fielder, right-hand batter. Cliff ready in the 1-0. There's a line drive into left field, and that'll be a base hit. Got that one between Ramirez and Janechka, and that's the first hit of the ball game for either team. As Castillo starts the third inning off for the Lions.
Castillo with a base hit in the left field. That brings up number 9, Raiden.
All right, here's Raiden Reyna, the DH. Another one with a relatively small strike zone. DH batting 9th. I've always wondered about that. Look for a bunt here, maybe, with a runner on. Cliff stretches. He does square around and pops it up, and that's going to be handled. Good play there by Beck Zimmerman up the third baseline. Had to lay out to make the catch and kind of snow-coned it a little bit, but he held on to it, and there's one out. Got to get it on the ground to get the bunt, get the guy over, but he popped it up, and there's one away.
Number 4, Daniel Pena.
All right, back to the top of the order for Daniel Pena. Rounded out to short. His first time up. All right, Cliff checks the runner at first. Now set in the pitch to the plate. Ball. Quick throw down the first by Zimmerman. And there's 1 ball, no strikes here to Daniel Pena. Left-handed batter. They have Law, the second baseman, really shaded towards second with this big hole on that right field side between the infielders. The 1-0. Fastball is high, and it's 2-0. All right, Cliff ready, 2-0 pitch, swinging a line shot into left. That'll fall for a hit, and it bounces over Manzano, hustling to back it up. It's Titan Targach, and there's going to be runners at second and third. You got to watch that turf. It's got some big hops, and he overran it a little bit. It took a high bounce and tried to reach back with his bare hand and couldn't stop it. And that's going to be more than likely a double. The hit.
Pena, it's one out.
So Castillo the third, and Pena winds up at second base. And here's the first serious threat of the night here, as the Lions have second and third and only 1 out for Carson Reyes, who flied to right his first time. Two pretty good swings in this inning so far, though, for Kenedy. Corner infielders are close. Castillo making his way down the third baseline. Cliff stretches in the pitch. Fastball is the strike call on the knees on the outside corner. All right, 1 strike here to Reyes. Flied to right his first time up. The 0-1 pitch. Curveball hit on the ground to Ramirez. Checks the runner at third. Over to first, 2 out. Good play again there by Reese Ramirez. Checks the runner at third base and then had time to throw him out at first.
Reese Ramirez with the play for the Bulldogs.
So we still got second and third, now 2 outs. And here is David Salas, the left fielder.
Number 5, David Salas.
Struck out his first time up. So Cliff's not out of it yet here. He needs another out. Left-hand hitter with an open stance. Cliff will work out of the windup now with 2 away. Pitch to the plate. Down low, get blocked by Zimmerman for ball 1. Yes. First testy part of the game right here. The runner to second and third, the 1-0 pitch. That's low again for ball, and it's 2-0. And you got the cleanup man on deck. And here comes Mark Meagle out of the first base dugout to talk to Cliff. I don't know how brave do you get, maybe walking in, but then you got that big guy on deck. I don't know if it's a good idea either. Second and third. A pitch to him, but don't throw it right down the middle. And he started with a single by Castillo, and then Raymond tried to bunt him over and fouled out. Pena with the bad hop double in the left, and they had runners at second and third, and then Reyes grounded to third. And we still have runners at second and third, with David Salas at the plate with the 2-ball count. Zimmerman also needs to block everything that's down in the turf here. 2-0 pitch coming up here. The fastball is high and away. Throw down to third, and now they picked him off. They just picked off Castillo at third base. Ramirez got the tag on him, and no argument by the third base coach. What a huge mistake by Kenedy, getting picked off at third base with 2 outs. And the Bulldogs escaped a big problem here in the top of the third. No runs on 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. Bottom of the third coming up. It's still scoreless here in San Marcos. We'll be right back.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank offering traditional banking that's here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations so that they can build a better community together. So come join them in supporting the local youth at tonight's game. Please visit them in person or online at fnbshiner.com. Member FDIC, equal housing lender. Balcones Minerals has been keeping surfaces dry, clean, and safe since 1961 with high-quality, environmentally safe, absorbent clay products and minerals. They also offer competitive pricing and convenient packaging on orders. They're located at 323 Balcones Lane in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3544 with any questions. Balcones Minerals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Since 1959, J-Bar Beef Foods has stood for the very best in quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations, with 2 production plants in Welder and Weimar. To learn more, visit their website at jbfoods.com. That's J-Bar Beef Foods, family-owned and operated by the Janechka family. J-Bar Beef Foods is a proud sponsor of this broadcast. And send best of luck wishes to the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team, and a special recognition to number 4, Kale Janechka.
Now we go to the home half of the third. Green, Zimmerman, and Targach for Flatonia. Boy, talking here with some of the folks here, you just can't get picked off a third base with 2 outs. There's no reason for that if you're Kenedy. And it was a strike from Zimmerman. And a good tag put down by Reese Ramirez. All right, here is Keyshawn Green up for the first time tonight. And Rylan Rayner, the third baseman, is playing about 2/3 of the way up the line. And the first pitch is high from Barrientos for ball. Now, Green can run. And Reyes playing close at third base. He's off the line a good way, and he's creeping in a little closer. The 1-0. Curveball misses inside, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. All right, 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball hit in the air toward right. Castillo drifting over a little bit toward right center. Should be easy, and it is, and there's 1 away. All right, back to the top of the order for Beck Zimmerman. Walked to start the game for Flatonia, was stranded at third.
Up for the Bulldogs, number 2, Beck Zimmerman.
All right, Zimmerman up. Pitch in by Barrientos. Breaking ball for ball. This is going inside. It's a swing and a foul by Zimmerman. Weimer and Shiner are still scoreless after 3 innings. Wildcats had the bases loaded with 1 out and did not score. That's the first game over at Rice Consolidated between them and Weimer and Shiner. Pitch to Zimmerman. That ball is hit pretty well in the center, but the center fielder Pena was positioned perfectly in right center. Well, they read the scouting report on him. He barely had to move. That one hit toward the gap, but turns out to be an easy play for Daniel Pena. So 2 away now for Flatonia.
Number 10, Titan Targa.
It's 6 in a row now retired by Barrientos. No strikeouts in that span. He has 1 strikeout on the night with 2 walks. And here is Titan Targotz. Struck out his first time. All right, the pitch into Targotz. Fastball is wide for ball. In case you're interested in the Weimer Lady Cat softball game against Milano, they're scoreless after 3 innings in Brenham. That's the first game of that series. 1-0. Targotz takes a breaking ball into turf, and it's ball 2. Last night, as you know, Fayetteville defeated Round Top Carmine in their regional semifinal in 1A. Fastball low and away for ball. So the Lions await DeHanis or Pettis. We've seen a lot of Fayetteville-DeHanis series, and they play the first game. I think they're playing 2 tonight, I believe. Yes. That pitch is high, and Targotz draws a 4-pitch walk, and there's a base runner for Flatonia.
Targotz gets the walk.
3rd walk for Barrientos.
Next up, number 5.
Yeah, DeHanis and Pettis are playing in Jordanton. They're playing 2 today. In fact, that first game is probably over. All right, Dayton Cliff is the hitter with 2 outs and a runner on. Cliff grounded to short. Quick snap throw over to first by Barrientos. He wasn't in the set position yet. Just fired it over there, but Targotz got back. Stretch and pitch outside for ball. There's a throw down to first by Barnes. The catcher bounces in there, and Targotz back in good shape. So 1-0 count to Dayton Cliff. Bulldogs batting in the bottom of the 3rd in a scoreless game. 1-0 pitch. That catches the knees down in the corner. 1-1. Pretty close. Pitch bounces in there. It's a good stop there by Barnes, and it should be 2-1. I just got a UT score sent to me. They're playing West Virginia. They're hit 6-0. They just had a balk called on their pitcher, and that sends Targotz down to second base. And here comes one their assistant coaches out to complain. First base umpire called the balk. And it could be that Barrientos did not stop. But either way, the runner's the second on the ball. So here, Cliff still at the plate with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. The Bulldogs have a runner at second base now with a chance to take the lead, but it'll take something good to happen with 2 outs. Pitch into Cliff. That's hit in the air to right, drifting over Castillo. This should be handled, and it is, and the Bulldogs are retired here in the bottom of the third inning. 3 fly ball outs here in the third inning from Flatonia. They strand a runner at second. We have played 3 innings. It is Flatonia nothing, Kenedy nothing. More baseball from San Marcos right after this.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. Jamie Micklick here with Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. The Ronnie Beck family has been in business for over 40 years, and we just want to say thank you for your continued support in business. Flatonia Livestock is located at 1500 Highway 90 East in Flatonia, and our sale is on Monday starting at 12 noon. If you have any questions about livestock or hauling your livestock, you can give Ron Beck Jr. a call at 361-772-4806 or Ronnie Beck at 979-561-6170. And a big shout out to number 2, Beck Zimmerman.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikulinka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikulinka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team. Good luck in tonight's game.
One size does not fit all, and that's especially true when it comes to your internet service. At Colorado Valley Communications, we realize all households are unique. With multiple devices, users, and ever-demanding activities like gaming or streaming, trying to figure out just how much bandwidth you need can seem overwhelming. Let CVC-TX help match the perfect plan for you, your family, and most importantly, your budget. Find the speed you need by visiting CVCTX.com today. Colorado Valley Communications, where the right connections matter.
All right, go to the fourth inning. Nothing ball game. A lot of low-scoring games of teams involved with us. I just saw a score on the Weimar Lady. I think I just told you that they're scoreless as well in their first game against Milano.
Starting the Lions off in the fourth, number 5, left fielder, David.
Weimar and Shiner baseball also scoreless after 3 innings, and we're here in the fourth. Salas, Reyna, and Garcia facing Dayton Cliff, who's given up 2 hits. That came in the third inning, but then the pickoff for the third out at third base stopped that thread. Salas struck out his first time up, and Cliff looks in. And the first pitch of the fourth is a swing and a miss for strike 1. Got a score here. DeHanis leading Pettis 5-0 in the fifth inning, but I don't know if that's game 1 or 2. The 0-1, swinging a foul back into the screen off the third base side, and it's 2 strikes here to David Salas, their left fielder. All right, Cliff looks in. Here's the pitch into Salas. Inside corner, just missed it for ball. I think the scoreboard is off a couple of pitches. I think it's 2-2, I think. All right, the pitch from Cliff. Fastball is swung on and foul back. Outfielder straight away. Here for the number 3 hitter in the Kenedy batting order. All right, Cliff ready with the 1-2. There's a ball sliced down the left field line. It's going to slice foul. Giving a chase, though, is going to be Manzano, but he can't reach it. Rylan Reyna is next, followed by Owen Garcia. right, Salas, the left-handed batter, gets back into the box. All right, Cliff with a back up there, ready to go. Here's the pitch. Curveball. Ooh, tried the back door, boys. That was close. That was a close one. Off. Misses the outside corner. All right, 2-2. Swinging a fly ball down the left field side again. Manzano into foul territory. Makes the catch on that one, and there's one away.
Julio Manzano with the catch.
All right, one gone here for the Lions in the fourth inning, and here's Rylan Reyna, the third baseman. He walked in the second inning and was stranded there, wound up at second base and was stranded at second. All right, Cliff ready to go, and the pitch to Reyna. Swings to a fast one for strike one. He had a lot of uppercut on that one. He was going for the big one that time and missed it. All right, the 0-1. Curveball lowered away for ball. And it's 1-1 strike. Big crowd tonight here in San Marcos. 1-1. Curveball. That breaks low and away. And it's 2-1 now to Reyna. He's their cleanup batter. 2-1 pitch. That fastball comes in there low, and it's 3-1. All right, Cliff off the back of the mound to kind of regroup here a little bit. Outfielder straight away here in the pitch. Misses outside with the fastball, and that was another close one. And a base on ball. Reyna on for the second time. So second walk for him.
Number 19, first baseman Owen Garcia.
Second walk by Cliff, and he'll face Owen Garcia, the first baseman, who grounded out to second his first time up. So we got the same spot with Reyna at first and Garcia at the plate like we had in the second. All right, Cliff stretches. Pitch comes to the plate and swinging a foul, lifted out of play over the third base dugout. Lights are starting to take effect here a little bit here at San Marcos. On the southeast side. Got a big lead at first. Stretch from Cliff for a high breaking ball. And it's 1-1 strike. Law again with the left-handed batter really shaded towards second. Swinging a ball hit. Bounces in front of Green for a base hit. That ball had a big bounce to it, too, but Green went up to save it. So a little blooper in the right field. We got first and second with one out for Kenedy. That ball was not hit overly hard, just in the right spot.
Up the back.
And Garcia gets the single, their third hit. And again, Kenedy with traffic on the bases with Waylon Barnes, the catcher, coming up. Barnes grounded out to third. Flatonia still with the force play at every base with first and second. Cliff is checking the runner behind him at second. The pitch comes to the plate. Strike call on the outside edge. Weimer and Shiner baseball is still scoreless after 4 innings. All right, Cliff ready to go out of the stretch. That pitch is a little off the plate outside. It's 1-1 strike. Reyna the runner at second. Garcia at first. a walk and a blooper for a base hit. They have 3 hits now. Flatonia still looking for their first hit. Janeska shaded a little bit towards second with that runner there. Rayna likes to dance off the bag back there. Here's the 1-1, swinging a foul straight back. So Cliff gets ahead of Waylon Barnes, a ball and 2 strikes. All right, Cliff again peeks at Rayna behind him, and now he steps off, and Zimmerman's going to go out and talk. I don't think I've ever seen a third base coach not wear a cap. I thought that was mandatory. Maybe not. If the cap is considered part of the uniform, I thought, but maybe not. All right, 1-2 pitch coming up here to Waylon Barnes. Cliff ready in the pitch. Strike 3 call. Got him looking at the knees. Good pitch for a big second out.
Good strikeout.
3 Ks now for Cliff. Good time for that one. And here is L.J. Barrientos, the pitcher. Took a third call strike, his first time back in the second inning. All right, Cliff ready. Fastball, strike call. All right, Dehanas won the first game over Pettis 10-0. They're leading game 2, 5-0. So Fayetteville make plans. You're going to play them again. 1-0-1. That pitch is high to Barrientos. And, of course, I don't think anybody from Fayetteville expected Pettis to beat Dehanas. They're trying to sweep that doubleheader tonight. All right, 1-1 pitch coming here to Barrientos. Inside corner above the knee, strike call. He's peppering the corners pretty good here. A ball and 2 strikes. Cliff has been pitching in and around base runners here the last 3 innings. 1-2, fastball, strike 3 call. Did it again. Caught looking. 2 strikeouts looking here from Kenedy here in the 4th inning. They leave a couple of more runners. 4 strikeouts now for Cliff. No runs on a hit. No errors, 2 left. We're halfway through game 1. Still scoreless between the Lions and the Bulldogs. Back with more baseball here right after this.
Show your Bulldog and Lady Bulldog support with school spirit caps, shirts, cups, and more from Texas Print House in Flatonia. Texas Print House can make that happen. They offer custom services such as screen printing, heat press vinyl, embroidery, and laser engraving. Locally owned and operated by Marcus and Kim Mecha. Call Texas Print House at 361-865-3369 or visit their Facebook page. That's Texas Print House in Flatonia, a sponsor of this broadcast. Go Bulldogs!
Hey, it's Natalie again with Oviedo Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We know the economy has been wild, but this month we've got some great deals we think you're going to like. For the month of May, we are offering 10% off MSRP on 22 and 23 Dodge Ram light-duty trucks. And if that's not what you had in mind, how about 2.9% interest rates for 72 months on new 2023 Dodge Ram 1500 Laramies and Lone Stars? Visit our website at oviedododge.com to see a full list of our inventory. Oviedo, where we treat everyone like family. See y'all soon. Offers cannot be combined and are for eligible customers.
The Flatonia Family Health Center improves lives through health and wellness programs. The clinic offers quality care in a professional, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person appointments are available. To make an appointment, you can call 361-865-3302. The clinic is located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is backing the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
All right, we've got a good one going here in game one. No score, bottom of the fourth. Bulldogs have Camden Bozo leading it off. And the first pitch hit on the ground and right through the second baseman, Ryder Hartsfield. And Bozo takes a big turn at first. He better hustle back, and he got back. He thought about it. And now I think they just gave him second base. And this might be an obstruction call. That'll be an E4. And here comes the coaches from Kenedy out there raising Cain about something again. So Bozo at second on the error.
Throws the ball against the Lions. Bozo.
All right, Reese Ramirez now, the third baseman comes up.
Number 9, third baseman, Reese Ramirez.
All right, Ramirez flied to center. Runner in scoring position. Pitch in and that's a low pitch. It bounces off of Barnes. And on the play, Bozo the third base. If that ball ricocheted toward the on-deck circle on the third base side, that'll be a wild pitch. So an obstruction call on Kenedy when Bozo was trying to get back to the bag after he rounded first, and that's why they gave him second. And now the wild pitch puts the lead run at third base. And Ramirez with a chance to get the first run of the game home here. Curveball hit slowly toward the mound. Barrientos off the mound, checks the runner and throws him out for the first out. Well, one opportunity of
Barrientos fielding the ball.
Goes awry for Flatonia. Now Kale Janeska will come up.
Kale Janeska.
He pops to third his first time up. I wonder what a squeeze bunt up the first baseline would work here. But you got a right-handed pitcher who falls off toward that right. He's squaring around like he might. He pulls it back and pops it up behind the plate, and it'll be out of play. Yeah, Raylan Barnes, their catcher, took a look at it, but ran out of room. All right, Janetka with a one-strike count. Go ahead, run at third base here in the bottom of the fourth. Barrientos ready to go. The stretch and the pitch. Curveball drops in there for a strike. So it's 0-2 now to Janetka. Yuriel Manzano is up next. Flatonia hadn't had a lot of opportunities. Here's an 0-2 pitch. Swings and misses. That one might have skipped in there for strike three. Barrientos now, after the leadoff man reaches the grounder back to him on a strikeout. All right, it's up to Manzano now with that runner at third base. That was Barrientos' second strikeout. Came at a big time there with that runner at third. Manzano bounced to short in the second inning. And the pitch, that got him. Well, I thought it might have hit him. It looked like it hit him for a moment there, but that was more of the mitt than it was his arm, and it's one ball, or a strike call, rather. So 0-1 to Manzano. That just looked kind of strange, all that happened there. Barrientos out of the windup here now with the runner at third. 2 outs. Pitch to Manzano. Pulls one toward the third base dugout on a bounce and is 0-2. All right, Barrientos ready. The 0-2 pitch. Curveball, that's down in the turf. Good block there by Barnes for ball one. All right, the 1-2 pitch. Manzano back in the box. Pitch popped up on the infield. They may get out of it here if Carson Reyes, the shortstop, can make the play, and he does. Well, an opportunity by the wayside for Flatonia here in the fourth inning, stranding a runner at third base after getting the runner to second without an out. No runs, no hits, an error, and a runner left. And we have played 4 full innings. We're still scoreless here in game one. We'll have more on KBUK right after this.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop.
Fayette Savings Bank knows your passion for your team playing today. We invite you to further show your spirit by getting a school debit card from FSB. A percentage of each transaction you make will go to the school on your card. Choose from LaGrange, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimar, as well as Sacred Heart, St. Rose, and St. Michael Catholic Schools. Fayette Savings Bank, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
For over 60 years, a trusted name for high-caliber paving and seal coating work has been J&P Farick Paving in Flatonia. They're knowledgeable in road construction and maintenance, parking lots, and driveways. Give Kirby a call at 361-772-0054 for a free estimate. That's 361-772-0054. You can drive all over their work and not have to worry. J&P Farick Paving. They're big fans of the Flatonia Bulldogs, wishing them good luck in tonight's game.
All right, top of the fifth inning already. 0-0. I guess this is the way playoff games are supposed to be.
Up for the Lions.
All right, Castillo, Reyna, and Pena. 8, 9, and 1 here for Kenedy in the top of the fifth. Dayton Cliff. 4 pretty good innings. He's given up 3 hits. Got out of trouble in the fourth. Got out of trouble in the third. The pickoff play in the third inning with 2 outs from third base was a big play there. All right, Hayden Castillo was up and hit the first pitch off the glove of Cliff. And Richard Chase short Law, and Law's throw is late at the base hit. Infield hit to start the fifth inning.
Castillo hustles down the first. Hey. Brings up the bat, number 9.
Slowed it up just enough to where Law didn't have time to throw him out. And here is Raiden Reyna, the DH, and you can look for that bunt attempt again. He tried it a while ago and popped it up. So Castillo reaches for the second time. No score here in the fifth inning. All right, Cliff. Out of the stretch, the pitch to the plate. Strike. Oop, little low and outside. Not a bad spot for ball one. That didn't miss by much. No indication to bunt that time by Reyna. Castillo held on at first by Camden Bozel. Not a big lead. The 0-1 bounces in there, and a good stop there by Zimmerman, and it's 2-0. Outfielder's not deep here for the number 9 hitter. .20 pitch. That bounces in again for ball, and 3-0. And Cliff is lurking with trouble here with the leadoff man on, and a 3-0 count to the number 9 man. least a couple of take signs here if you're the batter. All right, 3-0. That's in there right at the bell for a strike. All right, 3-1 to Raiden Reyna. This will fire one over the first, but again, not a big lead by Castillo. Three-one, he squares around now, and he bunts through one on a 3-1 pitch for strike two. Pitch looked a little inside there. Did Cliff a favor there. So you got a 3-2 count. The leadoff man is on deck. No outs and a runner at first. Pitch to Reyna. That's inside. It's off the mitt. Zimmerman, he rolls back to the backstop, so it's ball 4. And hustling down the second, Castillo, but just turned and looked and never even thought about maybe trying to go to third base on that ball.
That's the walk. Runners on first.
All right, Flatonia getting in a bit of a bind again here. 2 on and nobody out for the top of the order, Daniel Pena.
Daniel Pena.
The third straight inning, they've had 2 base runners. Pena is grounded out and doubled on that bad hog double that bounced over Manzano's head in left field. So he hit the ball to the right field side or the left field side twice tonight. All right, Janetska trying to keep Castillo close at second. The pitch to the plate, strike at the knees. Janetska now back to the more normal spot. And now Cliff steps off because I think that hollowed out of the dugout there because this batter has hit the ball to that left field side both times. And now Jeanette Law, the second baseman, is trying to keep the runner close. The 0-1, that's high and away with a fastball, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of strategy going on here with their defense, putting their players on defense here. They're not holding Reyna at first. Bozel playing off the bag. The one pitch into the one upper. Good diving play there by Bozel at first. It gets the out, but the runners move up. If this is good as a bunt, if you're Kenedy, as Reyna hits a ground ball to the right side, and that gets the runners to second and third for Carson Reyes.
Up the back, number 3, Carson Reyes.
Nice play at first by Bozel. Carson Reyes is flied to right and grounded to third. And again, we got Kenedy with runners in scoring position. Only 1 out. Infielders are on the edge of the grass here, what would be grass if we played a regular infield. Pitch in, strike at the knee from Peyton Cliff. Getting late in the game, you're going to try to cut that run off at home if you can here with 1 out in a scoreless game in the top of the 5th inning. Now Reyes steps out, calling time. That Weimar-Shiner game is kind of like this one. Scoreless after 5 innings. All right, Cliff ready, the 0-1 pitch. There's a line drive into right, coming on to make a play, and he got by Green. That's going to get both runs home. As Castillo scores, Reyna scores. Grounding second, heading to third is Reyes, and he's in there as Keyshawn Green tried to make one of those sliding attempts on the catch, and it got by him, and the Bulldogs now are down 2 runs with a runner at third base. And they rolled it a triple. It bounced right over the glove of Keyshawn Green. That's the second ball that is bounced by one of the outfielders tonight. And that time it cost Flatonia at least 1 run there. Well, Kenedy has put the ball in play, but now they finally get something to show for it here. They lead 2-0 with David Salas coming up with a runner at third and one out. And again, everybody's up close on the infield. Cliff ready. Fastball is low. There's a snap throw down to third. That one goes down the left field line, and the runner from third comes home to score on the throwing error. And this has not been a real good inning here for Flatonia. They're down 3-0 now in the fifth inning. And that'll go as an E2 on the pickoff attempt. That one bounced in front of Ramirez, had no chance. David Salas at the plate with a 1-ball count. That's low for ball, and it's 2-0. All right, the 2-0 pitch to Salas. Way high. Fastball got away from him. And Zimmerman's going to go out and try to settle down Cliff here. There's only one out. And the Kenedy crowd is awake, that's for sure now, since they got a lead. Game 2 is back here tomorrow night. All right, the pitch to Salas, that misses in for a walk, and the inning continues. Second walk of the inning by Cliff. 3 in the game. Still only one out, and here is Rylan Rain at the third base. He's walked twice tonight. That's low and outside, and Cliff is having a difficult inning here. Flatonia has been limited to 1 hit. Kenedy now has 4, and Coach Mark Meagle coming out to chat with his pitcher. All right, that visit is over. Flatonia still has 3 bats to go here, but they got to shut this down now as far as Kenedy is on offense. They've been putting the pressure on with a lot of base runners tonight, and they finally pushed 3 across here in this inning. Pitch is a fastball in there to Reyna. That's 1 ball, 1 strike. Salas with his lead away from first. Stretch from Cliff. Curveball bounced up to third base side, but foul. And Cliff gets ahead of ball and 2 strikes. Manzano back at his spot out in left field after receiving that foul ball. Reyna back in the batter's spot. Runner goes, pitches a swing and a miss. And such a big jump, Zimmerman doesn't make a throw to second. Salas with a stolen base.
Jaden Cliff gets the strikeout. 2 down toward the line.
2 away now for Kenedy, and the left-handed hitting Owen Garcia, the first baseman, will step in. He dumped a single into right field his last
Number
time.
19, first baseman, Owen Garcia.
It's in the back end of the batter's box, crowding the plate, and that fastball sails high for ball. All right, the 1-0 pitch to Grunstein. That's a swing and a pop-up out of play. Tell you what, this is the time of the night. It's hard to see the ball coming off the bat. Everybody was looking to see where that one went. Second baseman, ball cheating toward the bag to keep the runner close. Pretty good lead there at second. The pitch is swung on and popped up foul down the third base side. Ramirez gave it a look, but it's into the bullpen area, and it's 1-2 strikes here to Owen Garcia. The seventh batter of the inning. All right, the 1-2 pitch coming up here. Cliff checks the runner at second. Pitch to the plate. Curveball, strike three call. Throws him, and that ends the inning. But Kenedy has a pretty productive inning here. 3 runs on 2 hits. There were 1 error and a runner left. Bulldogs got to get something started here with the bats. We're going to the bottom of the 5th, and they're down 3-0 here to the Lions in game 1. We'll be right back.
It's tax season, and David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service is ready to help you with your taxes, accounting, and payroll. David Urban Bookkeeping stays well informed of all the new tax laws and changes that may affect you or your business. Call David at the Flatonia office at 361-865-2301 or in Shiner at 361-594-8160. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service says, go Bulldogs! Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
Hey Dad, I'm a teenager now. We need to talk about my inheritance.
Well, son, this land is a lot of work, and it's about time for you to inherit the responsibilities of the ranch.
What do you mean?
Well, like fixing fences, shredding pastures.
Dad!
If it's time to buy or sell the family ranch, give South Central Real Estate a call. We have a team of great, well-versed agents to help you through the process. South Central Real Estate, Joe and Tanya Schindler, 979-743-1737, or on the web, sctxsales.com.
Hey, baseball fans, don't forget the UIL State Baseball Tournament takes place Wednesday, June 7th through Saturday, June 10th at Dale Diamond in Round Rock. The Conference 4A State Tournament games are at UFC Dishfalk Field at UT. Tickets are now available. Go to uiltexas.org/baseball/state for ticket information about the State UIL Baseball Tournament. All right, starting it off here for the Bulldogs in the 5th inning. Henry Vincic, the DH, takes one low and away for ball. Vincic grounded out to third. Only athletics still going on. Next week, the boys state golf and baseball and softball. The 1-0, curve way high, it's 2-0. Vincic grounded to third in the 2nd inning. Curveball, that dropped in there too low. 3-0. Flatonia's had 4 base runners so far in this game. Kennedy's had 9. And at some point, they're going to score, and they finally did in the top of this inning. Bulldogs had 2 base runners in the 1st, and then they had a base runner in the 3rd and in the 4th. They've had 1 hit, or no hits, rather. There's a strike call. 1 base runner reached by way of the air, and the other 3 on the on base on balls. All right, 3-1 now to Vincey. There's a line drive, and that's scooped right off the turf cleanly for now at first base by Owen Garcia. Didn't scoop it up, but he had the glove underneath the ball, and there's one out.
Owen Garcia, it's a play.
Even if he'd have trapped it, he was only about 3 steps off the bag. So one out.
Back for the Bulldogs.
Here for the Bulldogs.
Right fielder, Keyshawn Green.
All right, here's Keyshawn Green, the right fielder. Slide to right. Bulldogs just cannot get anybody on base. Off of L.J. Barrientos. All right, the pitch to Green. He has a fastball in there for a strike. All right, the 0-1. Keyshawn thought about finding his way on and a strike. Breaking ball, and it's 0-2. All right, 0-2 to Green. Beck Zimmerman is on deck. Pitch from Barrientos. That bounces in there for ball. Game 2 will be here tomorrow night. We'll have it for you here on KBUK. Starts at 7. The 1-2. Up and away for ball. Brandon Williams will be here tomorrow night for the play-by-play. All right, 2-2 now to Keyshawn Green. Barrientos ready. Going inside, that's skipped in there, and it's 3-2. Base runners, any way you can get them here. So far, Barrientos hasn't had to pitch in any really stressful situations yet. That's up high for ball. 3-2 pitch, and there's a base running. That's the 4th walk that he's issued.
Number 2, catcher.
And back to the top for Beck Zimmerman. He has walked and flied to center. So Green at first. Left-handed hitter Beck Zimmerman will step in. Garcia will hold Green. All right. Barrientos ready to go out of the stretch, and the pitch is popped up on the infield. Going back to Reyes, the shortstop, back out in the shallow left field, and he makes the play. He had to run a little ways because he was kind of shaded towards second, and that ball was back about where the shortstop would normally play, but back on the edge of the outfield grass. So he had to go a little ways to get there, but he made the play for the second out.
Number 10.
As Zimmerman out on a pop-up on the first pitch. And there's 2 outs, and here's Titan Targach, who was struck out and walked. Stretch and pitch, and another pop-up behind the plate. Let's see if they have room for this one, and it's just out of play. So a strike to Titan Targach. Weimer and Shiner are scoreless through 7 innings. They're going to the 8th inning. And check that 6th inning correction. Through 6 innings, Weimer and Shiner are scoreless. There's a grounder towards second. Hartsfield is up with it. He'll underhand to second. To Reyes on the force out on Green. And that will do it for the Bulldogs here in the 5th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, a runner left. 5 innings complete. So far, the Kenedy Lions had the advantage they needed. 3-0. We'll be back after this.
S&S Grain Incorporated at 202 South Ferris in Flatonia is a local company that's owned and operated by the Shockrell family for over 50 years. Their business is moving grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a big supporter of Flatonia ISD athletics, and former Bulldog pitcher himself, Richard Schockrell, supports the Flatonia Bulldog baseball team, wishing them good luck in today's game, and they're happy to be a part of the broadcast.
Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg treats each customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those expectations. At Chuck Brown Ford, their reputation is your guarantee. They're located at 315 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road. The showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Chuck Brown Ford is happy to be a part of this broadcast.
Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop in Flatonia. They have flowers for all occasions, and they deliver in Flatonia, Schulenburg, LaGrange, Smithville, Moulton, and Shiner. Located at 625 North LaGrange Street in Flatonia. So remember Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop for beautiful flower arrangements for all occasions and same-day delivery if ordered by noon. Call 361-865-2323. A proud sponsor of this broadcast.
All right, we go to the home half of the sixth inning. 3-0 for Kenedy. Barnes, Barrientos, and Castillo facing Dayton Cliff, who's given up 5 hits.
Starting the Lions off in the sixth.
Weimar Lady Cats in game 1 of their softball series lead Milano 1-0 after 6 innings. The baseball game between Weimar and Shiner is scoreless after 6 innings. All right, here's Waylon Barnes, and swings and fouls one back out of play. How about some college baseball scores tonight? Texas shutting out West Virginia 11-0 in the 8th inning. A&M and Mississippi State are 7-7 in the 6th inning. And TCU leads Kansas State 6-5. Probably the last weekend of the regular season for college. Curveball is hit in the air to left. Should be driving back Manzano. He's under it and makes the catch, and there's one away. High fly ball in the left field for one out.
Mario Manzano hit the catch out in the left field. Next up the bat for the Lions, number 7, pitcher, LJ Barrientos.
All right, here's LJ Barrientos, the pitcher. He has struck out looking twice. Six strikeouts on the night for Cliff. And the pitch to Barrientos swings through one right below the belt for strike one. All right, the 0-1 pitch. That one bounces in for ball, and it's 1-1. All right, the 1-1. Fastball is swung and missed at a high one there. I was about shoulder high, maybe higher than that, and it's 1-2. All right, Cliff ready, not wasting any time. The 1-2 pitch, that curveball bounces out in front of the plate, and it's 2-2. All right, 2-2 pitch coming up here with one out in the top of the sixth. That ball hits sharply at short. Diving attempt by Janeska toward the bag, and he can't stop it, and it's a base hit in the center. Good try, though, by Janeska, but a clean single for Barrientos. So he's on for the first time tonight.
Up to bat, number 15, right fielder, Aiden Castillo.
6 hits now on the night for the Lions, and here comes Aiden Castillo, who was singled twice, scored a run. Cliff stretches in the pitch, swinging a foul back for strike one. So one strike here to Castillo, the number 8 hitter. Barrientos, the pitcher at first. We'll draw a throw over, diving back to the bag. All right, Cliff ready. The runner goes. Pitch is swung on and missed. Throw down by Zimmerman is late. Stolen base, but the runner overslid the bag, and he gets tagged out by Law. Good play by Luke Law. Stayed with it. Barrientos tried to slide to the outside of the bag and stick that hand out and hang on to it, but he slid right by it, and the hand came off, and Law stayed with the tag, and they get the out. So caught stealing. Now 2 outs, but the base is empty, and it's an 0-2 count to Castillo. Now Castillo steps out. All right, the 0-2 pitch. Just a little bit up and in, maybe for ball, and it's 1-2. Second runner thrown out on the bases tonight. Call strike 3, breaking pitch, and the inning is over. So Cliff faces 3 batters here in the 6th inning. He now has 7 strikeouts, no runs on a hit, no errors, nobody left. Bulldogs got to get something going here. They're down 3-0 as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll be right back to San Marcos after this.
Holub Real Estate, serving Central Texas and beyond for over 20 years, is a full-service real estate brokerage with offices in New Braunfels, Hallettsville, and Flatonia, specializing in farm and ranch, residential and commercial. Their customer service and sales results will meet or exceed your expectations. Stop by their Flatonia office at 205 West South Main Street to see Bernadine Kiner, or call her at 361-772-5105. For information on their listing and their company, visit holubrealestate.com.
The Flatonia National Bank, a branch of First National Bank of Shiner, is your hometown bank offering traditional banking that's here to stay. Being a community bank means supporting local schools, churches, and nonprofit organizations so that they can build a better community together. So come join them in supporting the local youth at tonight's game. Please visit them in person or online at fnbshiner.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All right, welcome back to San Marcos. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Good first playoff game. Unfortunately, the Bulldogs are down 3 runs, and they've only got 6 outs to work with. All the scoring in the top of the 5th inning for Kenedy. Flatonia sends up Cliff, Bozel, and Ramirez against L.J. Barrientos, who came in as their number 2 starting pitcher. So at least that's what everybody says. He's their number 2 guy. And he's got a no-hitter going, so he's just kind of mixing up, nothing really overpowering. Tony's had a lot of fly ball outs.
Number 5.
All right, here's Dayton Cliff leads it off. He is grounded to short and flied to right. First and foremost, Bulldogs need some base runners. They have been very limited in that standpoint tonight. 5 base runners tonight for Flatonia. The crowd trying to get them going here. And here's the pitch to Cliff. Fastball at the knee, first strike. All right, Barrientos ready. The 0-1 pitch. There's a chopper up the third base side, but foul, and it's 1-0 and 2 now to Dayton Cliff. All right, the 0-2 Swinging another chopper up the third baseline. This one's in fair territory. Reyna up with it over to first in time. Oh, they called it a foul ball. I think the plate umpire called it foul. And apparently it hit the leg of Cliff. It did kind of bounce kind of funny coming off, going up that line there. So Cliff still alive with a 2-strike count. The 3, 4, and 5 hitters here for Flatonia. Barrientos back on the mound. The 0-2 pitch to Dayton Cliff. Curveball hit into the hole, and that'll get in the left field for a base hit. So the Bulldogs finally get a base hit here in the 6th inning. And that was a CNI single out of the reach of Reyna, out of the reach of Reyes in the left field. And there's a start. And Camden Bozel will be the batter. Cliff running at first.
Number 7, Camden Bozel.
All right, Bozel steps up. Left-handed batter swings at a pitch with a lot of drop to that one, and it's 1 strike. Bozel has walked and reached on an error. Was left at second and left in third. Cliff with his lead away from first. The pitch. Fastball inside corner for a strike. 0-2 now to Bozel. All right. Bozel with the feet spread out in the left-handed batter's box. There's a fly ball in the left. This should coming on hard is Salas. He's under it now, and he makes the catch for the first out. Boy, a lot of fly ball outs tonight for Flatonia. Getting under a lot of pitches.
They set the bat.
All right, one gone. Here's Reese Ramirez. Cliff still at first. All right, Ramirez in the box, a right-hand batter. Swings 2-1, about letter high for strike 1. Off speed pitch. This guy really does mix it up pretty good. I mean, he doesn't have an overpowering fastball, but he gets the guys getting under a lot of balls here. And there's a fastball at the knees for a strike, and it's 0-2. Up and down. Ramirez has flied to center and grounded one back to the mound. Cliff at first with 1 out. Oh, 2 curveball that bounces in there for ball. All right, 1-2 to Ramirez. Cliff now with a real big lead at first. The pitch to the plate. A bouncer snagged by Barrientos, the pitcher. To second for 1. Relay to first. Double play. Well, if it's going your way, and boy, it's going Kennedy's way, that was pretty nifty there. Bouncer back to the mound, and a good play by Barrientos to start with. Fires it to Reyes, the shortstop for the force in the relay. It's a 1-6-3 double play. And so far, Kenedy is all going their way tonight. In the 6th inning, no runs on a hit, no errors, and nobody left. And we're going to the top of the 7th. Still a 3-0 lead for Kenedy. We'll be right back.
Balcones Minerals has been keeping surfaces dry, clean, and safe since 1961 with high-quality, environmentally safe, absorbent clay products and minerals. They also offer competitive pricing and convenient packaging on orders. They're located at 323 Balcones Lane in Flatonia. Call 361-865-3544 with any questions. Balcones Minerals is a proud sponsor of this broadcast.
Since 1959, J-Bar Beef Foods has stood for the very best in quality sausage and specialty meat products for retail and food service operations, with 2 production plants in Welder and Weimar. To learn more, visit their website at jbfoods.com. That's J-Bar Beef Foods, family-owned and operated by the Janechka family. J-Bar Beef Foods is a proud sponsor of this broadcast, and send best of luck wishes to the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team, and a special recognition to number 4, Kale Janechka.
All right, top of the 7th for Kenedy, Reyna, Pena, and Reyes. They're 8, 9, and 1 hitters. Dayton Cliff back out there. They haven't announced what the pitch count numbers have been tonight. Well, Shiner has broken open that scoreless game. We knew that would happen. Weimar leaving a lot of runners, and the Comanches have scored 5 in the top of the 7th, and are still batting. 5-0 Shiner in the top of the 7th, and they're still batting. All right. One more time to remind everybody about the state baseball tournament coming up, the UIL state tournament, June 7th through the 10th. Most of it at the Dell Diamond in Round Rock. The 4A state tournaments downtown at Gishfalk Field at the University of Texas. If you want to buy tickets, you can do it now. Go to uiltexas.org. They'll give you all the details. It's actually uiltexas.org/baseball/state. Got that?
Starting the lines off in
right.
the 7th.
Dayton Cliff back out there.
9, Raiden Reyna.
The only inning they scored on him was in the 5th inning. And the Bulldogs will have one more shot on the bottom of the inning, but they got to put up another 0 here to keep it at 3-0. Raiden Reyna leads it off. He has walked and scored and fouled out. And swings it, hits one, backhanded, nice play by Ramirez at third. He bounces the throw across the diamond, handled by Bozel for the out. Good play on both ends there. Nice backhand stop by Reese Ramirez at third. And with that turf, a low throw that had a long bounce on it, handled by Bozel for the out at first base.
Daniel Pena.
All right, back to the top for Daniel Pena. He's 1 for 3 with a double. On each side of the double, a ground ball out to short and a grounded to first. Cliff ready, and that pitch is a little wide for ball. That ball is hit in the air toward left. Driving Manzano back, still backing up, and it's over his head, and it bounces toward the fence. Pena's digging for third. The relay from Janechka, it's the third base, is not in time. I don't know if Ramirez ever could get the tag on him, but that throw bounced in from the cutoff man, and that's a triple for Pena. It's his second extra base hit tonight.
1 out for the Lions. Runner at third, up to bat, number 3, shortstop, Carson Reyes.
All right, here's Carson Reyes. His slide out, grounded out, and had an two RBI triple. Well, the Bulldogs got to keep this runner at third here. Here comes a suicide squeeze. The runner coming down, and he gets the bunt down. Perfectly done. And Cliff will underhand the bunt over to first row. You can't do that any better there on a suicide squeeze. That runner was coming home. And somehow Reyes got a bat on that high pitch and got it up the first baseline, and it's 4-0. I don't know if anybody hollered that he was coming.
Up to bat, number 5, left fielder, David Salas.
You can't do it any better if you're Kenedy there. There goes as a 1-3 putout, the sacrifice, an RBI, and an insurance run for Kenedy. They now lead 4-0. David Salas is the batter, and that pitch comes up and in a little bit on him for ball. Oh, that's right. Second baseman. Okay, as a 1-4 put out on the bunt, as Mr. Viviala told me, the second baseman was covering the bag, but that's good. If you're going to keep score, you keep score right. Too bad the run's not right, though. All right, the pitch to Salas, way high with the fastball, and Cliff, 2 high fastballs here, and Zimmerman's going to go out to visit now. Sometimes on those suicide squeezes, if somebody screams, the pitcher will throw maybe a pitch out, but I don't think they ever saw him coming. And that somehow that pitch was not an easy ball to bunt. It was a high pitch, and Reyes got the bat on it in fair territory. Well, the roof fell in on the Wildcats in the 7th inning. Shiner scored 7 runs in the top of the 7th, and they need 7-0. And the Wildcats are coming to bat in the bottom of the inning. But from what I've been reading, Weimar had a lot of opportunities early in the game with base runners and couldn't get anybody home. All right, the pitch to Salas swings through an off-speed pitch there, and it's 2-2. Kenedy leads this game 4-0. And the Bulldogs have one more bat to work with in the bottom of this inning. All right, 2-2 with 2 outs. Swing and a miss, good fastball there, strike 3, and the inning is over. But Kenedy added on an insurance run on a hit. No errors, nobody left. And again, the suicide squeeze got the run home. We're going to the bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs need 4 runs. It's 4-0 for Kenedy. We'll be back here in just a moment.
Hello, farmers and ranchers. Jamie Micklick here with Flatonia Livestock Commission Company. The Ronnie Beck family has been in business for over 40 years, and we just want to say thank you for your continued support in business. Flatonia Livestock is located at 1500 Highway 90 East in Flatonia, and our sale is on Monday starting at 12 noon. If you have any questions about livestock or hauling your livestock, you can give Ron Beck Jr. a call at 361-772-4806 or Ronnie Beck at 979-561-6170. And a big shout out to number 2, Beck Zimmerman.
Thinking of building a new home? Call Don Mikulinka Custom Build Incorporated at 361-865-9217. No matter what size of home, they're ready to make your home building experience a pleasant one. Contact Don Mikulinka Custom Builder Incorporated at 361-865-9217. Let them help you make your dream home come true. Owners Don and Beverly are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast and proud of the Flatonia Bulldogs baseball team. Good luck in tonight's game.
One size does not fit all, and that's especially true when it comes to your internet service. At Colorado Valley Communications, we realize all households are unique. With multiple devices, users, and ever-demanding activities like gaming or streaming, trying to figure out just how much bandwidth you need can seem overwhelming. Let CVC-TX help match the perfect plan for you, your family, and most importantly, your budget. Find the speed you need by visiting CVCTX.com today. Colorado Valley Communications, where the right connections matter.
All right, bottom of the 7th. Bulldogs the last shot here. They're down 4-0. Kale Janetska leads it off. Has popped up and struck out. Barrientos ready. Curveball, strike call. He has pitched a pretty decent ball game. Not a lot of strikeouts. They've hit the ball off of him, but they've caught everything. Got 2 strikeouts. The 0-1, another breaking ball, strike call, inside corner, 0-2. Swings and misses. That pitch was down in the turf. The catcher, Owen, will has to throw to first base, and the throw is wide, and the Bulldogs have a runner. Third strike is not handled cleanly, and Barnes went out like he was supposed to, but then threw a ball right into the turf, and Flatonia's got a base runner with nobody out on a third strike of all things.
That'll bring up number 11.
That should be an error on the throw. Pulled the runner, put the first baseman off. All right, here is Uriel Manzano. Bulldogs need a lot of base runners here. All right, Manzano was grounded out to short twice. Let's see if we can hit it somewhere else here. Stretch from Barrientos. That's inside for ball. Down 4 runs, rather. Janetska's not going anywhere at first. Now he goes on an early break, and that pitch is low. He just took off running to second, and Barrientos had barely got into the set position. Kind of caught Kenedy sleeping there a little bit, but they're up by 4 runs. 2-0 pitches a strike in there to Manzano. So a stolen base for Janetska. Barrientos ready to 2-1. Chopper up the third base side is foul. That'll be almost fielded cleanly by Mark Mingo, the third base coach. And Barrientos ready to go. 2-2 pitch coming here to Manzano. Fly ball down the right field line. That's toward the foul line in foul territory. Giving chase to right fielder, but he can't get to it. That was Aiden Castillo. Had a long way to go for that one. Swinging a check swing, foul by Manzano. Hanging in there. All right, 2-2 to Uriel Manzano. Fastball is up on him, and he says it hit him. The ball went back to the screen. Manzano thought the ball hit him, but he thought it hit the helmet. But no indication that that's going to work. So here comes Coach Rodney Strick out to talk to the plate umpire. I thought it might have hit him on the arm or the wrist. Now, 4 umpires, he's asking for maybe the plate umpire asked for help. We'll take a base run anywhere we can get it here. Apparently that ain't going to help. He's staying in the batter's box. All right, Manzano is still in the box. 2-2 count. Janetska still at second base. Nobody out. Here in the bottom of the 7th. 2-2 pitch. Curveball popped up. That'll be out of play behind the plate. Final score in the Weimar-Shiner game, 7-0 Shiner. So they go up 1-0 in that series, and they'll resume on Saturday afternoon at 1 o'clock, game 2 at Rice Consolidated. Comanches leading 1-0. All right, the 3-2 pitch. Ball hit in the air toward shallow right center. Coming on there, center fielder, he's under it. That is Pena, makes the catch for the out. And staying put at second base, Kale Janetska. But there's one out for Flatonia. They're down to their last two outs. And here is Henry Vincic. It's grounded out and lined to first.
Henry Vincic.
Bulldogs again have one hit tonight. And that didn't come until the sixth inning. Janetska at second. Stretching pitch. Pitch is upstairs for ball. Catcher pulled that one down pretty quick. Janetska's at second because of a throwing error on the third strike that bounced into the catcher. Got the 1-0. Swinging a little ball hit out into the left center. It'll drop in for a hit. It bounces over the left fielder. Coming around third base is Janetska, and the Bulldogs are on the board, and now Kenedy has thrown the ball in the center field, and Manzano is still running. You know, for Flames, some good defense, all of a sudden, that just went to hell there. First of all, the base hit in the right, and the left field bounced over the left fielder. So that got Vincic to second, and then the Kenedy infielders decided to throw the ball around and threw the ball back towards second and threw it into center field. So it's 4-1 with a runner at third and one out. So it's an RBI for Vincic. That's the main thing. As Janetska comes home from second to score. Vincic at third base. Now the Kenedy coaches are out trying to settle their guys down. You're up by 3 or 4 runs. Don't throw the ball around. All right, Luke Law is going to run at third base for Vincic. Vincic was the DH, and Law is the second baseman, so he was DHing for Law. So Law is running at third. And we got a pitching change all of a sudden for Kenedy. We'll take a quick break and be back with the new pitcher after this.
Show your Bulldog and Lady Bulldog support with school spirit caps, shirts, cups, and more from Texas Print House in Flatonia. Texas Print House can make that happen. They offer custom services such as screen printing, heat press vinyl, embroidery, and laser engraving. Locally owned and operated by Marcus and Kim Mecha. Call Texas Print House at 361-865-3369 or visit their Facebook page. That's Texas Print House in Flatonia, a sponsor of this broadcast. Go Bulldogs!
Hey, it's Natalie again with Oviedo Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram. We know the economy has been wild, but this month we've got some great deals we think you're going to like. For the month of May, we are offering 10% off MSRP on 22 and 23 Dodge Ram light-duty trucks. And if that's not what you had in mind, how about 2.9% interest rates for 72 months on new 2023 Dodge Ram 1500 Laramies and Lone Stars. Visit our website at oviedododge.com to see a full list of our inventory. Oviedo, where we treat everyone like family. See y'all soon. Offers cannot be combined and are for eligible customers.
The Flatonia Family Health Center improves lives through health and wellness programs. The clinic offers quality care in a professional, convenient, cost-effective, and accessible manner. Telehealth and in-person appointments are available. To make an appointment, you can call 361-865-3302. The clinic is located at 230 West North Main in Flatonia. The Flatonia Family Health Center is backing the Flatonia Bulldogs, and they're happy to be a part of today's broadcast.
All right, the new pitcher is Daniel Pena for Kenedy. He was the center fielder. And L.J. Barrientos, who was the pitcher, is now playing center field. Now, this could have been a pitch count deal, too, for all we know, on the change. They didn't announce the number of pitches that the guys have had. So Pena is on to try to close it out. It comes in with Luke Law at third base. He's running for Vincic. Barrientos, sixth in the third inning, only gave up 2 hits. And so far, 1 run. Keyshawn Green is the batter. He has walked and flied out. Left-hander on the mound. The pitch is a strike at the knees, outside corner. Pena ready, the old one, swinging the ball lifted into the screen here off the first base side. And Green quickly down 2 strikes. Bottom of the 7th, it's 4-1 Kenedy. That's in the turf. Blocked by Waylon Barnes, the catcher for the Lions. Luke Law at third. He's running for Vincent. There's 1 out. One-two pitch, slowly hit off the Pena, bobbled it, picks it up, and still has time to throw out. Green hit that ball right off the handle, and there's now 2 outs, and now the Bulldogs are down to their last out. Kenedy is out away from taking a 1-0 lead here. The series resumes tomorrow. Back here at San Marcos. All right, Greg Zimmerman steps up. He is walked, fired out to center, and popped to short. Pena ready. And the pitch to Zimmerman, that's down low and in for ball 1. Bulldogs have 2 hits tonight. That ball is hit in the right. That's a base hit. Raw will score to make it 4-2. Zimmerman is going to try to stretch distance for a double, and the throw is, luckily for him, is on the left field side of second, because that throw is on the bag. He might be out. He took a chance there and turned a single into a double in the right field. It's a 4-2 ball game now, as Law scores on the RBI double by Zimmerman, but that's kind of risky here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th, leading 2 runs. It's a tying run, maybe. All right, let's see if Titan Targosh can keep it alive. He's going to bat from the right side now with the left-handed pitcher. Targosh is struck out, walked, and hit into a fielder's choice. Remember, the Bulldogs have 2 outs here. They've scored twice. Zimmerman at second. Hartsfield, the second baseman, holding him close to pitch to Targosh. High fastball for ball 1. All right, Pena stretches in the pitch. Curveball hit in the air to right. Coming on is Castillo. He's got room, and he stumbled a little bit, but he caught it, and the game is over. He made that look a lot harder. But the Kenedy Lions have held off a last-minute comeback bid by Flatonia here to win Game 1 of the series 4-2, which means now Flatonia faces a must-win tomorrow night to force Game 3 on Saturday. Here in the bottom of the 7th for the Bulldogs, 2 runs on 2 hits. There was an error and a runner left at second. And your final score, Kenedy 4, Flatonia 2. We'll be back with a wrap-up right after this.
Tex Propane in Schulenburg is a leader in propane sales and service. Propane tanks can be above or underground, and they're available in a variety of sizes for sale, rental, or service. Tex Propane will fill your propane bottles, and they also offer residential and commercial plumbing. Call them today at 743-3351. Tex Propane also has locations in Moulton and Bastrop.
Fayette Savings Bank is proud to help make this broadcast possible. We strongly support our teams in LaGrange, Flatonia, Schulenburg, and Weimar, as these are the towns we have banks in. And we're equally proud to support our schools further through our school debit card program. Get your card today, and a percentage of each transaction you make will go back to the school on your card. Fayette Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
For over 60 years, a trusted name for high-caliber paving and seal coating work has been J&P Farick Paving in Flatonia. They're knowledgeable in road construction and maintenance, parking lots and driveways. Give Kirby a call at 361-772-0054 for a free estimate. That's 361-772-0054. You can drive all over their work and not have to worry. J&P Farick Paving. They're big fans of the Flatonia Bulldogs, wishing them good luck in tonight's game.
It's tax season, and David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service is ready to help you with your taxes, accounting, and payroll. David Urban Bookkeeping stays well informed of all the new tax laws and changes that may affect you or your business. Call David at the Flatonia office at 361-865-2301 or in Shiner at 361-594-8160. David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service says, go Bulldogs.
Hi, welcome back to San Marcos High School. Tough first night for Flatonia. Just never got anything offensively going against the starting pitcher for Kenedy, L.J. Barrientos, until the seventh inning. In fact, he had only allowed one hit over the first 6 innings. Not a lot of strikeouts. They only struck out 2 batters, but the Bulldogs hit a lot of balls in the air tonight that were handled by either the infielders or the outfielders. And Kenedy, just enough offense that they broke open a scoreless game with 3 runs in the 5th inning. And they did that on a single, a walk, then a 2-run triple by Carson Reyes. And then Reyes later scored on an error, on a throwing error, and they wound up taking a 3-0 lead there. It stayed that way until the top of the 7th when Kenedy got an insurance run, a 3-base hit by Pena, and he scores on a perfectly executed suicide squeeze bunt by Carson Reyes, and that made it 4-0. Flatonia came back with 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Kale Janetska reached on an error on the throwing error by the catcher trying to throw him out on the 3rd strike. So you got Janetska at first base. He steals second and then scores on the double by Henry Vincic. And Vincic then went to 3rd base on the throwing error. So he's at 3rd. They bring in Luke Law to run for him. And then Beck Zimmerman has a double in the left field on a ball that bounced in front of the left fielder, bounced over his head. So he drove in Zimmerman or Law with the run there, but Zimmerman was left stranded at 3rd base as the game ended on Targach's fly ball to right, and Kenedy steals the first game here, 4-2. Totals, Kenedy 4 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 runners. Flatonia 2 runs on 3 hits, 1 error, leaving 6 as well. And again, the winning pitcher, L.J. Barrientos. The losing pitcher tonight is Dayton Cliff. So Flatonia now faces a must-win tomorrow as they take on Kenedy back here at San Marcos at 7 o'clock tomorrow night. And again, the Bulldogs have to win that one to force Game 3 on Saturday. Brandon Williams will have the play-by-play for us here tomorrow night, again starting at 7 o'clock. And again, some other scores tonight. It was the Shiner Comanche scored 7 runs in the top of the 7th inning to down Weimer, 7-0. That was a scoreless game until the top of the 7th. And the last we heard, it was in 1A, DeHanis shut out Pettis 10-0, and we're leading Game 2 in the 5th to 6th inning 5-0. So you would assume they held on to win that one. And the last score that we saw, the Weimar Lady Cats in Game 1 of their softball series against Milano. Weimar was leading 1-0 in the 6th inning of that one, and I have not seen a final score on that one yet. But again, that was a late score there. It was 1-0 for the Lady Cats there. I'd like to thank our sponsors for making this possible tonight. They included Hullub Real Estate, Flatonia National Bank, Balcones Minerals, J-Bar B Foods, the Flatonia Livestock Commission Company, Don Michalika Custom Builders, Colorado Valley Communications. We also would like to thank Texas Print House, Oviedo Auto Group, the Grange and the Flatonia Family Health Center, Tex Propane over in Schulenburg. We'd also like to thank Fayette Savings Bank, J&P Farick Paving Consultants, David Urban Bookkeeping and Tax Service, Joel's Barbecue, South Central Real Estate, S&S Grain Incorporated, Chuck Brown Ford, and the Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop. I'd like to thank those folks for being a part of this tonight, and tune in tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, as the Bulldogs hope to even up the series when they take on Kenedy here at 7 p.m. tomorrow. All right, we'd like to thank Libby back at our studio tonight for a job well done. Thank you all for listening. Thanks to the sponsors. And we will be back tomorrow night, again, at 7 o'clock for Game 2. Until then, I'm Gary Dushek. Enjoy your evening. The final score tonight, Kenedy 4 and Flatonia 2. That's it from San Marcos High School.
Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia is open 7 days a week, and they serve delicious barbecue. They smoke their barbecue in wood pits until it gets that sweet, dark, delicious look and flavor. Come by and try Joel's Barbecue. They're located at I-10 West and FM 609 in Flatonia. Family owned and operated. Joel's Barbecue in Flatonia supports the Flatonia Lady Dogs and Bulldogs. They are proud to be a sponsor of this broadcast.
Hey, Dad. I'm a teenager now. We need to talk about my inheritance.
Well, son, this land is a lot of work, and it's about time for you to inherit the responsibilities of the ranch.
What do you mean?
Well, like fixing fences, shredding pastures, feeding livestock.
Dad!
If it's time to buy or sell the family ranch, give South Central Real Estate a call. We have a team of great, well-versed agents to help you through the process. South Central Real Estate, Joe and Tanya Schindler, 979-743-1737, or on the web, sctxsales.com.
S&S Grain Incorporated at 202 South Ferris in Flatonia is a local company that's owned and operated by the Shockrell family for over 50 years. Their business is moving grain, and they move a lot of it throughout Texas. S&S Grain Incorporated is a big supporter of Flatonia ISD athletics, and former Bulldog pitcher himself, Richard Shockrell, supports the Flatonia Bulldog baseball team, wishing them good luck in today's game, and they're happy to be a part of the broadcast.
Chuck Brown Ford in Schulenburg treats each customer with paramount concern. They know you have high expectations, and as a dealer, they enjoy the challenge of meeting and exceeding those expectations. At Chuck Brown Ford, their reputation is your guarantee. They're located at 315 East Interstate 10 Frontage Road. The showroom is open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. till 5 p.m. and Saturdays from 8 until 2. Chuck Brown Ford is happy to be a part of this broadcast.
Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop in Flatonia. They have flowers for all occasions, and they deliver in Flatonia, Schulenburg, LaGrange, Smithville, Moulton, and Shiner. Located at 625 North LaGrange Street in Flatonia. So remember Floyd Farm Interior Design and Flower Shop for beautiful flower arrangements for all occasions and same-day delivery if ordered by noon. Call 361-865-2323. A proud sponsor of this broadcast.
What does the 50th anniversary of Title IX mean? It means I'm valued, I'm empowered, I can do anything. It means I'll pave the way for every girl who plays high school sports in the future, just like every female student, coach, official, and administrator blazed the trail for me, because every student deserves the opportunity to play. Encourage girls you know to participate in Texas high school sports.
This message presented by the UIL and the Texas High School Athletic Directors Association.